Crisis apparitions are when someone believes they have seen the apparition of a loved one at the time of a major life crisis. Now, what's the difference between a crisis apparition and a haunting? Well, it's the timing. The experience occurs during or immediately before a big life event, and the apparition may appear fully formed, partially visible, or the person can sense a strong sense of presence. Now, in many cases, the figure is silent, emotionally neutral, and once the moment passes, the apparition disappears. An experiencer doesn't seem to actually have it repeat itself again. So this is usually not just a visual thing too. So some witnesses will report hearing a voice, feeling a touch, or suddenly a bit of a knowing that someone is there. The experience is often awake and alert at the time, and it doesn't appear to be any kind of dreamlike state. Now, the SPR have a lot of research regarding crisis apparitions from the 19th and early 20th centuries, and their cases collections kind of show a bit of consistent pattern across like different cultures, belief systems, and also social backgrounds as well. Now, across some of these, several of these features seem to repeat. Now, the apparition usually appears only to one person, and often someone who's emotionally close to that individual. Now, the distance also appears to be irrelevant as well with these cases, with many of them being miles apart or even countries apart. There usually isn't any cold spots or sounds of some sort or any physical interaction. And as for explanations, they've got psychologists will probably suggest it could be a heightened emotional sensitivity or a subconscious interference. Neurologists kind of suggest a bit more about it being spontaneous imagery under stress. And psychologists kind of lean towards a more telepathic communication or consciousness operating independently of the body during extreme conditions. For us paranormal investigators, when we're actually looking at these particular type of cases, documentation is the key by finding out the exact timing of the experience relative to the crisis. Record the witness's emotional state at the time and also beforehand, and confirm the distance and relationship of the crisis apparition, because they aren't haunting cases and they possibly suggest a mind-to-mind consciousness based on interaction.